The Nuba are an island of Christianity in a sea of Islam. Descendant from escaped slaves and from survivors of the ancient Christian kingdom of Nubia, the Nuba have been suffering some of the worst atrocities in the world today. Since the Sudanese people in the Nuba Mountains have organized themselves into resistance forces and militias to protect their farms and their homes, their churches, the government of Sudan has suffered tremendous casualties at their hands. In fact, whole battalions have disappeared in the Nuba Mountains and been annihilated by SPLA forces. And the government of Sudan has realized that by sending in forces here, all they're doing is actually resupplying the resistance fighters with a whole lot of weaponry. Not wanting to be the quartermaster of the enemies, the Arab government, the National Islamic Front government in Khartoum, is now resorting primarily to high-flying bombers. Basically what they're doing is terror bombing of civilian centres, planting landmines in farming areas in order to scare the people from even harvesting their own crops, and on occasion even helicopter gunships have come around here making terror attacks on civilian centres. The Nuba Mountains lie in the centre of Sudan, covering about 30,000 miles in South Kordofan, an area about the size of Scotland. The land is amongst some of the most fertile land in Sudan. In the name of Islam, the government of Sudan has maintained a vicious campaign of jihad and scorched earth against the inhabitants of the Nuba Mountains. Some of the very worst atrocities and some of the most intensive battles of this war have occurred in the Nuba Mountains. One of the most shocking and visible aspects of the incredibly harsh application of Sharia law or Islamic law in Sudan is that the National Islamic Front government of Sudan has been engaged in amputations, actual cutting off of limbs of the Sudanese people. Many of these are Christians and animists of the south, non-Muslim people. So the government of Sudan is enforcing Islamic law on the non-Muslim population. Sometimes they're involved in cutting off of the hand and the foot from opposite sides of the body. Mutilations and amputations of people have been rife, especially up in the Nuba Mountains in central Sudan. The National Islamic Front government of Sudan's strategy is to depopulate the rural areas of the Nuba Mountains and to provide a captive civilian population in their concentration camps. At present, there are an estimated 1 million Nubans under government of Sudan control in the so-called peace camps, and about 200,000 to 300,000 Nubans in the SPLA-controlled liberated areas on the mountaintops.